Hey, there's John from Heroes and Legends. We're going to do a Amonkhet sealed draft. Not sealed, draft. And let's see what we got in pack 1 here. I really like Edifice Authority. It's a great card. Approach of the Second Sons. I mean, you could try to make that your win condition. That could be a thing, for sure, if we wanted to get crazy right off the bat with first pick. But I kind of want to go with something safer. I really like the Edifice. If that wasn't here, maybe I would go for the Approach. I mean, other interesting cards here. I like Compulsory Rest is fine. Sparring Mummy can be good and just try to go in that direction. But, yeah, let's just take this. It's just good in whatever deck. It keeps us open for a few picks. I do like Angler Drake a lot. Now, somebody took the rare out of this pack, which I guess could have been anything, but we have a couple blue uncommons. Compelling Argument was left in here. Other cards are decent. Impeccable Timing's okay. Greater Sandworm is alright if you're trying to get into, like, Green Ramp or something. Scorpion's fine, but I love the Angler Drake. I'm definitely going to take that, so we'll see where blue takes us. Okay. Even Initiate's fine. Cartouche is alright. What is the best card in this pack, though? I think Shepherd's fine. Barring Mummy if you want to try to go in that direction, but I'd like to try to cut blue. I do like Angler Drake a lot. Maybe I'll just take the Initiate. It's a 4-drop. It has Embalm, it has Flying. It's not super thrilling, but there isn't anything else that really caught my eye in that pack, and the cartouches keep coming by. We do have another hard to deal with flyer, actually, with Seraph of the Suns. Splendid Agony is great, too. But I think it's hard to really get into a lot of times that cycling deck. It seems like there's a lot of folks that want to do that because it's just kind of a fun deck to play. I don't want to get too crazy with heavy drops. I already have a 6-drop. 7 drops expensive, but it is a good card. I don't hate Bitterblade Warrior. Yeah, it's not a super exciting pack here. I do like Splendid Agony is probably the best card in this pack. So I think maybe we just take it for that reason, if nothing else. Okay. There's a Fling. Another Splendid Agony. Crop Champion's decent. But of course, we're not really starting down that path and taking a double color card that's completely in something else. I mean, red looks sort of open. I mean, these cards aren't really high value cards, but I think I'm just going to take another Splendid Agony. Maybe that's a signal that black's open. Although there's no black in this one. There's a Cancel. I don't hate the Initiate's Companion. It's not an amazing card. Not enough to pull me into green. I'll just take the Cancel here, I guess. Gotta start picking up some like 2-drops and stuff. I mean, it's still early, but we just don't want to forget about that. Just think about getting the 2-drops. There's some good 1-drops in here too that are decent. I don't know about blue and black. Oh, I don't mind the Mummy. The -1/-1 Mummy is pretty good in black. And I don't know if we could pick up Scarabs or something to go along with these -1/-1 effects. Maybe we should at least keep our eyes open for those. But I haven't seen a lot of good green go by, so that might not be a thing. I mean, so far, I liked our first 2 picks. Everything else has been kind of not exciting. I mean, Splendid Agony is just a good pickup, just generally. It can deal with some things, make some bigger creatures smaller so you can deal with them, or take out small creatures. Well, we got a Scorpion. It's a 3-drop. Yeah, that looks like probably where we're going. Yeah, That's just fine. Shadow of the Grave. Nice Blighted Bat. So maybe black is open. I mean, there's some decent cards here in black that are coming our way. So I'll take that. Another good 3-drop. 3-drops seem pretty abundant. Like, good ones seem pretty abundant in this particular set. A little harder sometimes to find 2-drops in Amonkhet that you want to play. But I guess if you have enough 3 and you're comfortable getting there, you have enough into 2 spot to kind of keep you going, that's probably okay to have more 3s than you normally would have. It seems to be the way a lot of these games have come out for me anyway, when I've played this set so far. I haven't played it a whole lot, but whenever I did, I've had a lot of 3-drops. And so far, I mean, depending on where we go with our deck, I mean, cancel maybe is a cut if we're not trying to control the board too much and maybe going more aggressive. I would like to pick up, since we do seem to be in black now, some nice black removal cards. There's some good ones. And, I don't know, maybe even just a few blue flyers to back it up, and that might be a deck. So, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, pack 1 hasn't been super exciting for us. Those last 2 picks make me feel a little better, though, about going in black. So, we'll see what's going on here. It's a slow draft, though. One guy's got 11 cards selected. The person after him has 6. Okay, here we go. Alright, so this is our opening pack again. Not a lot for us here, in at least the colors we've started in. Compelling argument? I don't know. I would need a real compelling argument to take that at this point. Maybe just take Vanilla Creature. I mean, or I could take one of these for the sideboard, just in case in pack 2 all of a sudden we find ourselves going towards green. There's another compelling argument. I guess I could have taken them both, try to mill someone. That doesn't seem good, though. I don't know. Impeccable Timing, I don't know. So we'll just keep ourselves open. Impeccable Timing is definitely not a bad card. I'm a little surprised it's gone this late. I mean, it's not exceptional, but it is not bad. Seeing a lot of these Sparring Mummies show up. I think we'll just go with this. Just keep it in the sideboard just in case. Really not exciting pack 1. I like a couple of our cards, but everything else just feels like it just could have been picked up whenever. Come on, Magic Online. Can't be that many cards to choose from now in the packs, right? Okay. Guess I can take this. Not super exciting, though. Starting to catch up. That one guy's done already. He's got 15 cards from his pack. Okay. I guess I'll just take the Fling. Yeah, I was kind of saying red looks open, but at the same time, like, I mean, other than Fling, which is a really good card, well, that's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. I don't know. Somebody took the land before it. Okay. Well, yeah, cycling land. We do have the black cartouche. Cartouche of Ambition is actually really good. So that might be our pick here. What else is in this pack? I don't really like Scribe that much. Skirmishers, okay, but nothing super exciting. Here's a Cycling Matters card. Maybe not one of the better ones. Here's another one that I like a little better in some ways, but yeah, I think it's just the cartouche here. I mean, this can swing games with a lifelink. You do open yourself up for the 2-for-1, but if you play it smart, it's a pretty good card. And yet another 3-drop, so there you go. Got all 3 drops. Okay. Oh, see, well, here we go. Now, this is incentive to think about green for sure. Or we could go with another cartouche. If we all of a sudden started picking up some good trials, like the black and blue trials, like that would be more incentive to start getting cartouches. I like this too. I mean, draw 2 for 4 or cycle is pretty good. Here's another flyer. There's actually a lot going on here. This is even splashable. It's a 4/5, nice body, 5 drop. Has a cool ability attached to it. Maybe we just go with that. I feel like we can get more of these, or even more of these if we want them. So yeah, I'm just going to take this. And we'll keep our eyes open for any sort of fixing. Oh, there's a final reward. I think that's definitely where we're going. Gravedigger's good too. I'd be fine with that. And a Trial of Ambition's really good too. This is a good pack. I don't think we'll wheel. I don't know. I don't know if we'll wheel anything or not, but Floodwaters isn't the worst thing in the world either. So, I really like Final Reward. It deals with some of the embalmed creatures and stuff pretty effectively, so I think we just take that here. But there's some good stuff there. Another beetle? Do we dare take another beetle? Doesn't seem like anyone else is interested in them, so maybe we do. And we could try to go green-black. It's not too late. Alright, so maybe we'll move away from blue, just start looking for green. Here's a good example of something that works well in this type of deck. I like the bats too, because they're fast, but I'm going to go with something a little more substantial. What's here? Kefnet. I mean, we got one of these already. It's a good card, but also doesn't guarantee we're going to have all the targets for it all the time. It's more of a sideboard card. And I could pick up Spider. Spiders are just fine. Good cards. Help you string out the game a little bit. Back here, I do like Naga Oracle. I could take this. It does help with fixing a little bit. That way, if I still wanted to play something from blue, I could. That might be the way to go. Just go with that. Manglehorn is okay as a sideboard card. This is good. That's a fine 4-drop. Okay, did get this back too. And blue, I don't know, I was going to say blue looks open, but those aren't the greatest blue cards. Take this for right now. What if I took out the blue? What do we look like? Festering Mummy. Come on, there you go. I think this is the pack that I wanted to wheel something, and we did not really wheel anything great. Pouncing Cheetah is okay. That's not the worst. I don't know. Take the Cheetah. Another 3-drop. We got our choice between the 4-2 or the 2-4, I guess, depending on how aggressive we want to be. If I could pick up some cycling cards in pack 3, maybe that's a better pick. Let's take this. Okay. What's that do for us? There's another Angler Drake, but there's also another Cartouche. There's the cycle card, but I don't know. I don't feel confident we have enough cycling to make that work, and that we're going to be able to pick up enough in this particular pack. This card goes well with -1/-1 counters, but they'll probably wheel. So, I don't know. I think we just take Cartouche. What do we got? 12 creatures. No 2-drops. Yucks. Okay, we need to find some 2-drops. Okay, here's one. If we just want to start taking 2-drops, that's probably not the worst idea in the world at this point. And I don't see anything else here that's really jumping out at me. Painful Lessons is cool, but I wouldn't mind having one of those in the deck. But I'm a little concerned about our 2-spot. We'll take it. Doom Beetle might be what we take. Oh, we also got Festering Mummy. Maybe I take that. Doom Beetle could wheel too. Yeah, let's take the Mummy. Hopefully wheel the Beetle. There's another Splendid Agony. Seems like a thing. Take it. This guy's not bad too. He's 3. Well, sick of 3 drops, but this is not the worst thing. Could we? Oh, there's another one of these guys too. And this costs 4, but we got so many 3 drops. I'm just gonna snag another one of those. Too bad we couldn't get like the scarabs. That would be pretty sweet with this deck actually now, but it's an uncommon and it goes pretty high. I mean, when folks see that, I think they tend to try to go in that direction. Well, not super exciting, but there is a 2-drop here, so I will be happy to take it. That's actually 23 cards. We're going to have to cut something from the higher end. Get another one of these. I don't know if we play 3 of these. That feels a little excessive. But, I don't know. So we got 2 Pitless Vipers too. I don't know if we play both of those now. Maybe we'll even play one of those instead of... I guess just take the cheetah here. Oh, this might not be the worst thing for us either. I don't know. I think I'd rather have the creature. I don't know if I play either one of those at this point. There's another 2-drop. I will take it. Gifts of Paradise. Does ramp us a little bit. That Painful Lessons came back too. I think I want that. Doom Beetle. Get in there. 2-drop. Soul Feast, probably fine for the sideboard. Yeah, we definitely got some cuts to make. What do we have? I don't know. What if I cut these 2 and brought this back? I don't know. We don't have a ton of cycling going on. Maybe we just get rid of that. This still leaves us with 5 drops. I feel like there's got to be something here in this 3 spot we could get rid of. I want to keep the cartouches. I want to keep the Painful Lesson. Let's take another one of these. Some matchups that might actually be good. And sure, and sure. Okay. So we still got to make a couple cuts here. I'm not comfortable with 16 lands in this particular deck with all those 3 drops. I want to make sure I can hit my 3 drops quickly, and then maybe even later in the game play 2-3 drops at once. So I do want to cut down 2 more cards. Sort these by converted mana cost, and let's see what we have left here. I don't want to lose any of those 2 drops. I think we need those. Oh, Scarab Feast somehow ended up in our main deck. Okay. That is an easy cut. I wish another one of this one wheeled, but okay. Whatever. Play to Bat's fine. I mean, if I'm going to cut something, it would make sense to cut it from 3-drop. I don't want to lose Splendid Agony, though. Or that. And I kind of like the cheetahs, too. I probably could lose one of those and not miss it terribly. It still leaves us with 15 creatures. We still have 15 creatures. Although, I don't know. You know what? What if I kept this? I mean, I don't really need to fix my mana, I don't think. And I'm not really ramping into anything. I mean, these are nice if I have a really aggressive opponent, because it is a 0/3 that also does something else. But I don't know. I'll just sideboard that in if I need it, I think. I think that's what we do here. Seems pretty good. Sort by color real quick. I have 7 things that need green, none of which need double green. Don't need any double black either. So, I don't know, we could probably do 10-7. I think would be fine. 3-6, yeah. Yeah, I feel like 10-7 here. See what Magic Online says. Do they agree? No, they don't. I don't like those. That's not good. 5 green for 5 green lands? Or forest? Nah. Afraid not, Magic Online. I'm afraid not. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's not super exciting, but it's definitely serviceable. I wasn't thrilled with the way the draft went. I mean, got a couple early good blue cards I was excited about. Didn't really pan into anything. And really the -1/-1 thing came about sort of late. Probably missed some good green pickups in the first pack because of that. And we also didn't really hit like one of the big payoff cards like Scarabs or something like that. If we go up against a similar deck that has that, we're just in trouble, right? So, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Let's play it out, see what happens, though. We go to round 1. If we can pick up a couple wins with this, I'd be happy. I don't see this as a 3-0 deck. Alright, let's see what's happening. Maybe he'll surprise us. Okay, definitely a keep. We got 2 beetles in our hand. Let me just fix that. We will keep. Red. Well, once we get up to 3, if red doesn't completely pull ahead by turn 3, this is a pretty fast format. I'm a little worried about the speed of our deck here. A little surprised that our opponent did not have a 2-drop, but pleasantly surprised. They could also be holding up some direct damage, like the 2 damage exile spell, Magma Spray. So I really don't have a play right now anyway till turn 5, unless I play Splendid Agony on something they have. Oh, is a color. So, okay, maybe it's a little more controlling then, perhaps. Although there are some aggressive blue cards in this set, so who knows. They're playing something, though. Let's see what it is. We get to the point, too, if we don't draw into something we can actually cast. Yeah, it's decent, actually, for us, because we can just Splendid Agony that. Looks like they're trying to dump their hand. I mean, we should probably do it sooner than later, just in case. I mean, I don't think they can get down to, is it 2 cards for this? 1 or fewer. I mean, I could hold it back. Yeah, I'm going to hold it back. Oh, they do have blue, too. If they have counter magic, you know what? I'm just doing it now. Because I don't want to run into a counterspell. They could drop another blue and have a cancel or something. Who knows? So I'm not going to mess around. I don't know if they want to fight over that, but here's another one of these. We can kill this one too if we need to. I mean, this is kind of nice. It's buying us time to get to our 5-drops that are sitting in our hand. We definitely got the land to get there. Again, opponent's tapped out. I'm just going to do it now. Just stay ahead. I mean, this was a mite aggressive, but I like the fact that we have 2 4/5s with abilities and a Cartouche of Ambition in our hand. So we'll have some big turns coming up. Haste. Zerto not block. Alright, get in there, right? I would. There you go. Opponent is stuck on 3 land, though, so we'll have to see what happens with that as we go forward here. Another Cartouche, okay. Oops. Play this beetle out. Yep. So 3/4. Let's attack with it, right? Yep. So, what's kind of nice about this is, depending on what our opponent does, I mean, they could have some direct damage. They still got 5 cards in hand. It looks like they're trying to play a deck that is trying to dump their hand, maybe. So, I don't know. they could be holding on to like Magma Sprays or something like that, but this is a pretty good start. I mean, I don't want to throw away the cartouche to some sort of direct damage spell, so we'll have to kind of see what happens if our opponent plays something or not. I mean, they did hit their land drop here, so I don't want to over-develop my board just to get blown out, but at the same time, life gain can be a pretty big swing too. So, I don't know. I think, depending on what our opponent does, I mean, if they don't do anything of consequence here, I think maybe I just put out that other beetle and get going with those, but... Oh, okay. I see where we're going with this. 6-5. We can outrun this. We can certainly outrun this. Now we're going to give it flying, too. And draw a card. That's a big flyer. Not as confident now that we can outrun this. so we'll only take 7 here, put us to 10. We can get 4 or 5 of it back next turn. Actually, well, I don't know. That might not be a good plan. Say I could put both cartouches on it and make it a little bigger, but that doesn't help us with the lifelink. Of course, you'd rather spread that around between 2 other creatures, so that's not great. Hopefully we'll get another drop that's maybe a 3 or less that we can play, so we get 2 plays here, or we get more land. Okay, so we're going to have to race. We're going to lose this race real fast if we don't start gaining some life. So that's the name of the game here. We are going to put his creature down a little bit. We're going to attack and put it down another point. Oops. Choose a target I control, choose a target they control. Okay. Perfect. We'll tie things up a little bit. They'll go down to 15, we'll go up to 15. And there you have it. Okay. That becomes a 4-3. I mean, they can get in, hit us for 4. Which I don't really think they're going to want to block with this thing. Unless they play something else and think they can double block. But I can get a little bit tricky too and play, if I need to, play the beetle with a -1/-1 counter and throw that counter onto whatever they put down. I mean, next turn that thing's going to be a 3-4 or a 3-2, so that's just getting smaller and smaller. But they have 5 lands. I mean, unless they have some dual blue. Maybe they got Angler Drake stuck in their hand or something. Interesting. You exert that? Or maybe the trigger just always comes up. Okay. Sure. I feel like they have something else, right? It's a bold play. It's not a bad play, though. If my opponent doesn't have anything else to do, say, and they just want to put that out and put the damage on me, kind of why not, right? Why? You're not going to win with that in your hand. A lot of times people hang on to their cards and try to do one big strike and end the game, and that never comes. And they could have chipped you down to the point where you have to make tougher decisions because you can't just necessarily all-out attack, right? So it's not a bad play at all by the opponent, for sure. And they got something else. Maybe a blocker or something. Oh, they flying. Okay, yeah, sure. That works. And that put him down to 2 cards in hand. Yep, sure. And we can use the cartouche next turn. So, best case scenario, they play a small creature. We can kind of blow it out of the water and even draw cards. Oh, this doesn't look like a small creature. I guess there's worse things in the world. I can put that down. Yeah, so actually that still works to our benefit. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Cartouche. Yup. Left clicks. All right. Throw the zombie out there. Let's draw some cards. And decent. Okay. We got some plays for later. Zombie's a good blocker too. So our opponent, I mean, they got 2 cards in hand. 4/2 creature. They have to have a play to kind of take over the board now. They're going to cycle, so they don't have an immediate play. That's good. They got something. Okay, 1/3 prime. That's fine. It's a little dangerous. That prowess only needs to go up 1. So if they had a magma spray, for example, in their hand. But then can they deal with 2 3/1s coming at them? So I'm not going to hold back here. I mean, that 1 card in their hand has to be like a magma spray, which... yeah, we got nothing. Sure. Okay. They took it. Let's see if we can just scare them into surrendering. Alright, so that went well for us, but I'm still a little concerned about our opponent's deck. I mean, if their draws were a little better, or our draw was worse, it could have been tough getting around that. I mean, we really hit it with what we got. I mean, that was like the perfect draw for what we were up against. I mean, they did have the cartouche to give something flying, so this could be a thing. Shed weakness. Is there anything in our deck that's just not helpful at this juncture? I don't know. I'd probably just run this back. Well, what do we think about this? We do have a turn 2 play. We're on the draw. It's not the most exciting hand, but if we can get 3 cards, we can draw some. And especially against red, we don't want to stumble. But we have a cartouche. We got to, yeah, I'm going to keep it. This may be a tad risky, but I can imagine a lot worse 6-card hands we could get than this. So I am going to keep. Our opponent is aggressive, but not hyper aggressive. Okay, that was good. That's what we needed to see. Alright, perfect. So now we know we can basically cast, if nothing else, the 3-1, the Cartouche, the Painful Lessons. They're going to cycle. That's good. Come on, what you doing? 2 red. So I don't know how much blue they have. Seems like they're having trouble getting to their islands. Tormenting Voice. So that's a little dangerous. I mean, they're seeing a lot of cards early on. I mean, that's not what you want to happen. Maybe they're digging for an island, perhaps. Okay. That's actually decent for us. That 2 drop out there. We go on the beetle plan again, I guess. This time we got some different removal. We don't have the -2/-2s though. At least not yet. Looks like maybe our opponent was looking for an island. Trial of Zeal. So there goes our cat. And we've seen, we know they have at least a Cartouche. So that's not fun. Well, I don't have a play, so I might as well just play this now. Okay. Sets us up pretty nice for the next few turns. We still got a full hand of 7. I mean, I like having Splendid Agony available. I like having Final Award available. We'll take a couple here. They could have a big play like we saw last game. So I got a couple options here. I could play a creature, or I could Splendid Agony while our opponent's tapped out. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because what I don't want to see is the Unstable Mutation card, whatever that's called, and then see something else to buff the creature come out, like a Cartouche, and then the trial goes back to hand. Like, we don't need that happening. So, at some point it could happen, but I'd rather have it happen a little bit later in the game than right now, or have it happen with a 1-3 as opposed to a 3-2. So, I'm cool with that. Alright. We kept getting land, so that's good. Since there's really nothing else going on at this time I'm super concerned about, I'm just going to go ahead and play this beetle. Yup. Opponent is stuck on 3 lands again too, so it looks like they were digging for lands. Very similar to the last game. They're kind of stuck on 1 island, they're starting to draw into mountains. I mean, they did a lot of damage to us last game, though, considering they were stuck on mana. Like I said, I'm a little worried about this deck. I feel like this is a deck that could come back and take 2 games from us in just a flash. But if our opponent keeps stumbling like this, maybe we have a chance. I do feel like it's possible, anyway, that our opponent's deck is better than ours, and they just haven't drawn well. Very possible. Going to attack. I'll take it. Well, there's a few ways I could go with this. I don't like necessarily putting the Cartouche on and attacking into open mana like that. I mean, sure, our opponent could just
simply have nothing. What I like instead is just maybe playing 2 creatures this turn. I could hold the flash creature back. Cast this. Opponent, let us cast it. I'm always worried about holding back flash and stuff against blue. Okay, they're cycling. Sure. But I'll do it. I mean, we haven't seen any counter magic from our opponent. They seem to be more aggressive, maybe more red-centric. Okay, sure. Cartouche, gonna give that some haste. And they can't block. Okay. They're good at chipping away at us, but now next turn, I feel a lot better about the cartouche, so we will go there with it. Sure, sure. Take 4. Let's play our cheetah. Can't play the cartouche and this. I think I want to play the cartouche while they're tapped out. Kind of sad because we're 1 short of playing he's going to destroy these. I'm just attacking with everything. You can destroy one of those with the trial, so why don't we just go all in here? Yeah. Assume to block the larger one. Oh, that went to... meant to hit this. I must have clicked wrong or something. Yeah, you got it. 7 damage to that. That's a little annoying. Again, a 3-drop. It's a 3-drop that starts defending us a little bit. It might not be a bad thing, considering we're not gaining any more life anytime soon. So let's attack in for 4. That will put them down a little bit. I like just putting this out. I think it's the play here. And just start building it up. Can't attack. Here comes the trial, which we expected. Should hit the scorpion. Yup, okay. Got a flyer that can do some damage. I like that. But again, it's a 3-drop, and we're stuck on everything in our hands 4 or 5. I'd love to play 2 spells this turn, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So here's what we do. We play this spell. Let's give this thing haste. Put him down to 4. Now the big question is, do we want to stop him from attacking with this and maybe rummaging to find, who knows, a second blue or whatever that could get our opponent out of the situation? Or do we just stop the slightly larger creature? I say we stop the rummager. I'd rather take the extra point of damage at this point than have our opponent find an answer. They may have an answer in their hand already, and they're going to play on their second main. If that's the case, that's the case. But they're still being really aggressive, obviously, here. I'm not going to block. They got to play. So this is third one. Until I deter entire creature. 3 direct damage to us. Okay. That's a thing. This is awkward. Okay, well, here's what we can do. Gotta get in with the flyer. This makes our opponent's attack much more difficult. So I think I like that play. And that keeps the final reward back in case something really scary comes out. Or if they overcommit this turn and we can tack in for those last couple points of damage. Assuming something happens to our bat this turn. They're playing something here, so they probably have some direct damage or something. Again, I don't want them rummaging. I don't want them rummaging. All right, we got there. It was a close game, though. And I do think if our opponent didn't get stuck on mana, I'm assuming to the fact that they've only been able to get one island both games. That could have been hurting them. Yeah, they had a pretty good deck, I think, overall. Like, I could see different circumstances, that deck just running over us, quite honestly. So, okay. I don't know. It was a win. It doesn't make me confident about the next round, but it's definitely a win, and I'll take it. So, alright, let's jump into the second match. So, I don't know. If there's some matchups, maybe some small creatures, and we can draw well, we can do good. Our opponent was a little bit heavy, I think, on auras and buffing effects, and I think that's, especially considering our opponent couldn't get to the mana fast enough, that they couldn't play a creature and buff at the same time, and we started to run away a little bit. But if they had a lot of cheap creatures that came out in the first couple turns and they were able to hit all their land drops, we probably would have been in trouble. Alright, let's see. We'll play first. Sure, why not? This is an interesting hand. I mean, it's 4 mana. I don't like the fact that we don't have any early plays, but we are playing first, and like I said, I can think of worse keeps, so I'm going to keep this. I mean, we got a 4-drop play. It'd be nice to draw into something between now and then. We have a ton of 3-drops in our deck, so I'm kind of hoping we can do that. We'll pull that off. So we'll kind of see. Up against white this time, okay. Well, kind of. I mean, a 3-drop, then we'll get rid of something they have in play, so that's actually nice to get us to our 4-drop, and then finally our 5-drop. And that 4 or 5-drop combination is actually pretty potent if our opponent has a slow start. Duelist, it can block an additional creature, right? Yup. And embalm, okay. That is fine. So, we have a decision to make. I mean, do we just... I think we save the Splendid Agony. And we run out, since we did get a 2-drop creature, and let's just run this out. Our opponent may offer up the trade. I'm probably not going to take it, though, considering we have the 3-1. They probably have another drop, too, I'd assume. But at least it gives us a few looks before we throw the Splendid Agony at something. Like that 2-2, I'm not really concerned about. Especially considering it has Embalm, there might be better targets, right? So I'm going to hold back a little bit. I assume the attack's coming. If they want me to trade, I don't want to trade. So there you go. How about that? We'll take it. Reach. We haven't drawn any more land, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Really want to hit the beetle next turn. I'd be very sad if we don't. Here you go. So that makes things a little awkward for our opponent. And we can even hold these back for some good combat math later on, maybe. Like the 2-3 that can pump and has reach is really annoying. So that is a card I'm probably interested in getting rid of. But maybe I can trick it into blocking something. I don't know. Probably could have attacked with the companion there. I mean, their options would have been block it with the 2-3, which I wouldn't have been upset about. What's this do again? This is the extra combat step. That's funny. Yeah, that can't live. So, okay, we're basically going to be burning that. We didn't get our line drop either, so kind of is what it is, I guess. I'm not even going to mess around with that. Let's just get rid of that. Put one there, and 1 and 1. Maybe I attack in with this? See what they want to do about it. I mean, they could kill it. Double block? I just think they'll take the 2, but... Alright. If they wanted to attack in for 3 this turn, maybe even... I don't think they're going to be pumping this unless they really have nothing to do. We can take a little damage. Be fine. Yeah, Painful Lessons is in our hand too, but that's a thing. Oh, here we go. Gideon. So what's he do? Until the next turn, prevent all damage. Target permanent would deal. Okay. He becomes the 4/4, indestructible, blah blah. And then of course the emblem, can't lose the game. Alright. So now we gotta get rid of Gideon. That can't deal damage. That's aggressive. I mean, I'm not playing red, but still, that's aggressive. Cartouche. Part of me wants to just draw the cards. There's a land. Thank you. I will take some damage. But we have a good hand if we can survive a turn or two and our opponent stumbles a little bit. We got a shot at this. But Gideon's going to be tough. I mean, that's, if nothing else, basically gaining our opponent life. Our opponent is going to most likely attack with Gideon this turn. I probably would. No, they're not going to, though. They're playing it safe. They're at 18. I don't know. I'd probably attack. You may exert Minotaur. What do you do? I guess +1/+1 and menace. That's annoying, too. Oh, there you go. Okay. Wow, yeah, why didn't they attack with Gideon then? I mean, I realize I could have chump blocked something, but still. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I would have blocked this, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. And we're preoccupied with getting Gideon off the board, so that is a problem. And our best thing won't be able to block. So basically, if I play the Beetle now, that's what's going to be tied up and will never use its ability, so that's bad. They can make it so this can't block if it's set up. I can play another one of those. Or I could try to cartouche, get rid of Gideon, and gain some life. That could be a thing, but then I'm going to turn around and take 5, 6, 7, 8 if I do that, and I'm only going to gain 3 life, which is going to put me at 8, so that's not good enough. But I can play another blocker, though, and I will have it block. Yeah, okay, I can do that, I think. 2, 3, get the cartouche on this guy. We can -1, -1. I don't know, what do we want? -1, -1. Probably the big guy here. Okay. Attack Gideon, get him off the board. That does go a long way. Okay, and then we got another 2-drop. So we can block the 4/3 if it comes in, although he can give it menace. Our opponent can give it menace. So then I'm probably double blocking it and taking 3. But this opens up, I mean, if our opponent stumbles here, big if. But now there's some things I can actually do. Yeah, that's what I figured. Probably should put the -1 actually in something else, since that could get menace. I wasn't thinking about that. Of course, they didn't have to exert it, I suppose, if that was the case, but... Opponents, 3-2. We exert, we do. 2 or less, refer to the battlefield. Okay. We can't have that happening either. It's another thing that's an issue for us. Alright. Sure. Do 2 3s, but that doesn't really help. What's our opponent have in the graveyard? Do they have targets currently for 2 or less? I don't think they do. I mean, they could get the cat back if they block with it, I suppose. Gotta gain the life. This puts me in a weird spot. I kind of have to attack. They could kill this if they want to, but that's really going to mess up their board. If they blocked with both, I mean, they can bomb back the cat cheaply. They never get a chance to exert the other thing. I don't know. They could always block with a cat and just bring it back. I don't know. Because then they have to commit to the exert. Play this beetle. Oh, where do I want to put the counter? I don't know. Normally I would say I want to put the counter on this guy, but I don't want to reduce the lifelink. Might just toss his counters over and get more lifelink. Opponent can pump that. They can pump that 1, 2, 3 points of damage, make it a 4-2. So they can kill this. If we don't block it, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage, we'd be at 1. That's no good. But next turn, I can also put the cartouche on this and attack in. So I think they can embalm anything too that they want, basically. I think I block the 2-2. And if our opponent wants to use their turn to hit us for a bunch of stuff, then so be it. I throw the cartouche on the beetle next time, and we gain a ton of life. I like it. Let's do that. Could get rid of that thing too. Just get some damage. Or I could play this. Let's get rid of that thing. Alright, we got there. Well, interesting game. I mean, this would not be horrible against their deck. see any flyers or anything. Kind of would like to bring that in, but I don't know. It also dilutes what we're doing. Do we want to just be aggressive and not so defensive? Yeah, I'm going to keep it. I mean, this is a thought for next game if things don't go well for us. Got another Soul Stinger, too. But I think we got enough. Yeah, let's do that. We'll keep it. So again, I mean, our opponent's deck's not bad. I mean, much like last game, I feel like maybe they just stumbled a little bit. I don't know, maybe our deck's better than I think it is. I don't think our deck's bad. I just think our deck's middle of the road. But we have won 3 games in a row right now at this point. So we keep drawing good. I mean, our removal's nice. Those -2/-2 cards are great. I mean, they really help us through a lot of stuff. And then we have a final reward too, which is relevant at times, although I don't think I've cast it yet. So yeah, I think that type of thing's keeping our opponents at bay. All right, another tough one here. We are on the draw. We have a 2-drop. I'm going to keep. We need to draw something, but we are on the draw. And if we get to 3, it's a great hand. Of course, we draw a 5-drop. As you could expect. So, yeah, I felt like we stumbled on land a little bit last game. I don't know, our lands, we have been stumbling on land a little bit too. It's still doing alright. Okay, that feels good. That's what we want to see right now. Okay. Try to get this 2-drop in. Maybe next turn drop the Edifice of Authority so we can just work on mitigating whatever they put out early. Did our opponent miss a land drop? Still got a 2/2. We don't really have anything good to get by that 2/2, so I think we just work on this. Let's just get this ticking up. Faster the better. We need to hit our land drops though too, that's the thing. Opponent gets the 3rd land. Okay, welp. Block the additional creature in the embalm. It'd be nice to hit a land. I'm just going to play this out now. I could flash it in, but if our opponent's stumbling a little bit, I want to put the pressure on. And I don't want to just kind of dilly-dally around and hope I hit a land. Yeah, see, that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for their red. And they got 6 cards in hand, so... We had a slow couple turns too, but I think we set up a little better. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. If we could draw land next 2 turns, that would be perfect. Because it sets up whatever we want to do with our Edifice going forward. We can play the Soul Stinger or the Beetle later. Like, that's where we want to go. And we even have some backup in our hand to mess with what they're putting out. So, we just need to cast this stuff. That's the tricky part right now. Okay, I'm fine with that, actually. We don't hit the land. Ouch. Okay. Gonna make things a little tougher for our opponent. They're not going to want to give this up. I think they just take the 3 here, unless they're really nervous about what's in their hand. But I think for them, this is a long-term card that can do work, like we saw last game. Alright. So, yeah, we need to hit land drops. If we don't hit one this turn, this game's probably going to be lost to us. And we still have 2 plays, so we're not dead in the water, but if our opponent can expand their board presence and we can't over the next couple turns, then we're just going to fall too far behind. And that is what it is. Now, they didn't play land this time, at least not yet, but they're going to embalm this creature back. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And, oh, cartouche, okay. That's actually, if they're going to put a cartouche on something, let it be a 2/2. That's aggressive. Especially considering they know we have the black cartouche. Alright, can we do something with this? What can we do with this? First thing I think we do is we just attack. Get in there for 4. Let's make things difficult on our opponent. So this is an interesting dilemma. I could go for a 4/5 here, which is significant, considering where the board is right now. Or I could put the counters on here and attempt to make attacking hard for our opponent. I'm going to do this, though. I want the 4/5. Our opponent's stumbling a little bit. I think a 4/5 is really nice on this board. So I'm going to go with it, and then I can always just still toss those counters to a beetle later, maybe, with a beetle. That would be fine. We still get use out of them. Cartouche, okay. Nice play, nice play. If we just had more expendable land, we could be putting an end to these shenanigans. Yeah, that's aggressive. That is aggressive. Maybe they have impeccable... I don't know. I don't know what they could have. Yeah, part of me wants to just play a beetle, but then who knows what they'll do next turn. I'll let you know what... Well, here's what we're going to do. I don't want to get too caught up on playing defensively, because they don't have a ton of resources either. We actually just out-resource them now. Let's put this out. Got another big creature now. And we can always block with that. Beetle, maybe, if they allow us. If we need to, anyway. They don't have 2 red. They do have 5 mana. We have 5 mana. We can have the same thing going on, I guess. That's aggressive. I'm saying that every turn. That's aggressive. What, do they have something to finish us off? That will actually do it. Yep. That's why they were being aggressive. Yeah, GG on that one. Alright. Opponent did a lot with little there. So against sideboard, I don't know. I don't feel like there's anything to bring in against this deck that I'm too concerned with. Let's run it back, go to game 3. was a close match, though. Our opponent had that card. Now we know they have that card. I mean, it's a good thing to keep in mind. If we didn't fall behind on mana, we could have been tying up their creatures, and that would have made something like that more difficult to pull off, especially for that amount of mana, or that amount of damage. But I don't know, our opponent, if we didn't put our stuff down like we did, then we would have been open to just being hit that way. So kind of is what it is. I mean, our opponent stumbled on mana too, but they got more out quicker than we did. So yeah, it is what it is with this. So we'll see how game 3 goes. I mean, I think we're positioned okay, especially on the play. If we can just draw well this time around and not have any mana troubles, I think we can still pull this one out. Opponent is definitely thinking about making some changes. I don't know, we didn't show them anything this game, though, that they hadn't already seen, did we? I don't think. Kind of the same stuff. But overall, I like this set. I like what they've done with Amonkhet. It's definitely, the limited environment's definitely fun. Just all the different combinations, what you can do with the mechanics and the colors, I think are pretty awesome. So that's successful from a limited point of view. I know there's issues with current standard, of course. But the hard part with standard, though, is I think they will fix it. It's just they work so far ahead that it's going to be like a year out before it feels like it's fixed. And I'm a little worried that, I mean, in the past, when there's been overpowered cards in Standard and people got kind of tired of Standard and left it, their answer was to super underpower everything. And I hope they kind of catch that balance better. I'm thinking back to like the winter, the summer 2000, when they had all the Urza Saga block stuff, and then they ended up making Mercadian Masks, which was just had no power. If you ever played Mercadian Masks or tried to play limited Mask, it's a bad scene. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Okay. Yes, we will play first. Give us a good draw. That's a good draw. That's a fine draw, actually. We'll keep this. Oh, maybe our opponent stepped away or something. I mean, they can afford to. They're well ahead on clock. So, I've only played... I played a sealed deck tournament with this. This is my first draft, actually, that I played. Although I did a draft, but I did one of those one-game drafts where you don't sideboard. You just play one game, and you try to win 7 before you lose 4. And I think I went 6. I think I won 6 before I lost 4. That was the first time I played. Then I played a sealed, I guess pre-release technically, and I went 3-2. My seal pool was not good, though. I was not happy with that. I should have recorded those, probably. I didn't. I actually played against Rich Hagen in the sealed one. He beat me, so that was kind of funny. I actually did record that game. I recorded it when I saw I was playing Rich Hagen. So I think when I do a podcast later on, what I'm going to do is just play that as the background, so y'all get to see that, because it's actually kind of funny. His deck was awesome. It was all removal. The only decks I lost to in that sealed event, I lost to the first deck I played against, which was stacked. Like, it had Nissa, like 2 Angler Drakes. It was good. And then I lost to Rich Hagen, who had an amazing deck too. So all the decks I beat, I thought were pretty good decks, but those two are just incredible. And my pool was not super impressive, so what can you do? I mean, it's sealed sometimes, you know? You just sometimes get the best pool, and other times you just feel like you can't do anything with it. Draft, I think, is a little more skill intensive. I mean, you can be in a bad seat in a draft too. Like, this draft, I don't feel like was bonkers for us. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great, right? So it just depends. Sometimes you just feel like, where are the cards? I'm just not seeing anything that I want to play. And that can happen with draft, but sealed, you're just really at the mercy of whatever you get. So I'm working on trying to set up maybe for doing some streaming. The only problem is just the equipment I have and stuff. I always talk about this on my videos. I don't have any really good equipment. I'm saving up money from Patreon. I'm saving up money from what I get from YouTube, which isn't that much, but saving up from those two places and also the Amazon affiliate links. So I'm trying to buy a computer that can run better editing software and then just buy better editing software, because that would really go a long way, just being able to make better content. I'm also working on getting a camera, because I'd like to do some stuff where, even if it's just for streaming, where I have a camera set up, but I don't have a high quality camera and I don't want it to look like cheesy, you know? Like, it's okay when you watch YouTube videos and someone's recording with their phone, if that's their style, like they're just vlogging. But I feel like we've kind of advanced past that on this channel, so I want to have it look good. So that's an issue that I got to resolve. It's all just financial. But if I can pull that off, then yeah, at some point down the road, because especially if you're streaming Magic, like, I could probably stream other things without much of an issue, but with Magic, because the program's so old that you just basically have to stream your screen, which means if you want to follow the chat, you need probably a second screen to do that, or else you just can't see what's going on in chat. You can't really talk to people. Oh, here we go. All right. Back to reality here. Yeah, we'll go with this. They kept their hand too. So this should be a good game. 2-drop would have been sweet there, but I'm fine with... I like our hand. The 2 cartouches are going to be kind of tough to beat, especially considering we have mana to do stuff. Show, you got that. You got that. Huh. We could go like, I don't know, that's risky. So we just go 4-5, dump the bat, and then just put a cartouche on there, and then that's aggressive. That is aggressive. We can't really do the cartouche and the beetle at the same time. Maybe I slow roll this a little bit, because I kind of want to play the beetle next turn. So here's the plan. We get this out, we get the beetle out, and then we start trying to throw cartouches down to make things better. And then, if all goes well, we can gain life and chuck -1/-1 counters around the board. And that's how we win. And hopefully our opponent never plays anything else again, and we'll be all set. Alright. They're not going along with that plan, though. Right, that's not bad, though. 3-2 is fine. This goes from 1 creature to 1 creature, right? Yeah. But if that dies now, opponent could potentially be losing just about anything that they're going to put out in the early game anyway. Okay. Sure. So that's big damage. I think maybe we just block this. Yeah. Oh, they're able to move my counter. That's right. So I can't block. Yeah, that's cute. Alright. I'd be more concerned if I didn't have the cartouches. But we do need to gain that life back, so that's the play. We want to put this on. Lifelink's going to be tough for them to get around, but not impossible. I mean, all they have to do is play the deal 7 damage to this thing and it's dead, but they have to have it. I figured that was going to happen. They can pump their other creature too. This is a very dangerous creature, because if they pump that and then do the thing where they double the power, that can be game ending at some point here. So I probably want to start tapping that down, quote unquote. With the edifice. Or there's that answer. The bold play would be to throw this on here and attack in and gain a bunch of life. The more conservative play would be get rid of this thing right now. And it's a 3, so this can't bring it back, right? 2 or less, yeah. I say let's get rid of this thing right now. I don't want to get blown out again. Like we were before. Maybe I don't even attack with this, so that way if they do pull another cartouche, I can't get completely blown out. Definitely want to play a little more conservative this game, now that we know what they have, what they could pull on us. Next turn, I probably just jam the edifice in for extra defense. Opponent's only got 3 cards. That's it. We did it. All right. 2-0. All right. I didn't think we'd get this far with this deck, quite honestly. But we're going to the finals. So let's just jump into it since we're on a roll. I'm getting to know the deck. So, I mean, next deck we go up against another 2-0 deck. So that's probably going to be pretty decent. It could be really good. So, kind of is what it is at this point. But I'm pretty happy that we've been able to get this far with everything. So going 2-1 with this deck, I'd be happy. I'd be real happy, actually. All right. I think we get our play points back, actually. This is definitely a keep. Be nice to have a 2-drop, maybe draw one. That'd be sweet, but all right, this looks a little bit like what we're trying to do. So I think we played one of those mummies in like the first game or something, and we haven't seen it since. I think I got 2 in the deck, don't I? All right. Black, white, maybe zombies. That would be hard to beat. Enters battlefield, you control, tap another target. Artifact. Okay. So if they drafted like the Dream Zombie deck, we're probably in a lot of trouble here. Still no plays. They're going to be coming in for 3 this turn. So yeah, 1-drop, 2-drop. And if they continue with the zombie theme, we're going to be in trouble. We can always cartouche back some points later. No, they didn't play anything. Part of me's like, do we just get rid of this? But that's not a death sentence for us. So maybe we just don't. Could bait them into attacking us and then drop the cheetah to get rid of the 2/2. That buys us another turn to get to 4 mana, and we can play the Soul Stinger. Yeah, that feels. Or I just Splendid Agony the 2/2, and I don't lose the cheetah. That might be smarter. Guess I could have got rid of that and put the cheetah down, put the mummy down to 1, but I don't really want that sitting out on the board tapping my stuff, especially later in the game. Considering our opponent has already kind of pulled ahead. This is kind of awkward because now if the zombie blocks that, this will have 3 counters on it, which could be bad for our opponent later. At some point I can just draw 3 cards too. I'm probably going to wait on that a little bit though. Until I really don't have plays, because right now I do have plays. Waiting for the other shoe to drop here. 5 mana. Especially here, black and white, when they get to 5 mana, you're looking at some either big ground pounders with abilities, big flyers. 5-6 mana is not a good place against those colors. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason they're doing this. So they might have, you know, I'm going to take it. It looks, it's too good to be true. They're not going to give us that. They want that to go down to a 2. So maybe they have the -2/-2. That could very well be the case. and they'd be able to then play it without it messing anything else up. This is an interesting play, but I think this is what we do. Let's hit this. Mommy. And just basically exchange power toughness here, but giving this another -1/-1 counter. Which maybe can later get rid of the other card there. They'll throw that back on us, so we're back to a 2-3. So our opponent has... I mean, they'll probably attack with a 3-3, thinking, well, I'll sacrifice that creature. This is the one that makes a zombie. I'll sacrifice that creature so that those counters can't really do something, or else the opponent takes 3, and we'll just take the 3. If they want to activate this and play the -2/-2, they don't have enough mana to do that. At least this turn. So they'll probably just do something else. Oh, ouch, okay. Yeah, that's a good play. That's just pure, just card advantage. Alright. I know what we're sideboarding in next game. Hold back the cheetah, see what they do. Our opponent's going to suspect something here, because I could have given that haste, unless they're just thinking, well, maybe they don't want to take any more damage. Oh, come on now. Really? Alright, that's game. That's awesome, though. Good for them. Good for them. Is that a rare? Yeah, I can't remember. I didn't think it was uncommon. I think that's actually lethal, right? Oh, those have summoning sickness. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost. I can block. I guess I'll just block the one that I can kill. It's going to kill our bat too, but I think our opponent's got this one anyway. I can get rid of that. but there's just too much stuff. Yeah, I don't even want to show that. Because even if I get rid of that, I can block that. I'm still taking 4. Yeah, just... Let's go to game 2. Yeah, they got a good deck. That's much better than our deck. I mean, the only way we can still win this. I mean, it's just a matter of we need a little luck on our side. We're gonna bring this in. I think we kind of need to. I don't think I really have anything that's anti-enchantment. Yes, that is kind of what it is, I suppose. So it's not great against this deck. Not seen our Giant Spider in a while. I don't know, like 3/2/3 drops are probably, even with Flash Prayer, it's phenomenal. It does put us down to 14 creatures, but I'm okay with that. Alright. See what happens. Now we are on the play. Like I said, if we can have a good start, no deck's unbeatable. I mean, it's Magic. That's the thing. Oh, we did it. We got there. That's the old-fashioned mulligan. We're allowed to mulligan if we get all land or no land. So we will mulligan. Ouch. Yeah, this is not a keep. So this is probably game here. But you know what? I had a good run. I actually had fun with this deck, and it got farther than I thought it would. And we recouped our play points, so we get to play again for free. Why not? Yeah, mulligan. Okay, I guess that's a keep. Ouch. Final reward. It is a playable. Yeah, I'll keep it on top. As opposed to say, you don't want to like just draw another land at this point, like having a card that's a card, like a spell. Considering we know we have land for 3 turns, then, and we can cast both things in our hand currently. I mean, it would have been nice to maybe hit 3-drop creature or something, but the odds of that are not as strong as hitting a land, so. Seeing there's a land, that would have been our draw. That would have been kind of sad, so. Okay. There's no 1-drop instance in these colors or anything in this set, so can't really bluff our opponent. So I'll just untap the creature. Alright. I guess there's that 1 black card. Is that an instant though, or I don't even remember. They're cycling. They cycled away at a pool. It's interesting. I wonder if they really have blue or they just wanted a cycling land. This is actually like not the worst thing in the world that could happen to us right now. Our opponent must be like, really? Mulligan's down to 5, has a play every turn. Well, we're one off that. Oh, if we give our opponent time, we lose. So, I don't think, I was going to say, I don't think they're going to block it, but why not get the damage in if we can? Yup. I would have kept that hand too then. Could hold back and see if they overcommit. Because here I could pass the turn. And I have that cheetah. So, I don't know. Okay, there's a zombie bat. It's not good. They're not overcommitting. Which is probably smart. Especially considering I had open mana. Now the problem is we're just going to get eaten alive by that bat. Even if we do have some defense. There's no real good attacks for us here. So we attack into the 4/4, we just lose something, and they don't. And then they still got 3 3s on the board. Even if they traded for one of those, we can only pull that off one time. Do 3 damage, and that's not good enough. If I get to 5, I mean, I could exile the larger creature or the flyer if I need to. The flyer I might even be able to somehow eventually kill off with this or this. The other thing I could do is just simply attack with this, and they have a decision to make then. I might do that. Let this die and lose your flyer, or take 2. I mean, I don't have it to block next time, which could entice them to do a bigger attack. But I do have the mummy I can block with, and that's going to destabilize their board even more. I think they just take this. No, they're going to block. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I guess they didn't really feel like that was key to winning the game, I guess. So they might have some more big plays in their hand. I mean, this is another zombie token too, if they want it to be. I can kill 2 zombie tokens currently if they attacked in with them. I was surprised they did that. Just didn't take the 2. I mean, they would have been at 9. But they would have been hitting us for 3 a turn easily. And I kind of feel like there may be some more zombies get +1/+1 stuff going on here that we haven't seen yet. It's very possible. Opponent's thinking about something. I mean, if they went hyper aggro, 3, 6, 7. I mean, they do have to be careful to crack back, especially if I were to have, like, I could have another cheetah. That would be problematic for them. Yeah, they're not going to attack. Well, no land, but another defensive option for us. That's all I can do. Okay. Oh, what do we want? A -1? Probably this. Make them all 3 3s. Yeah, without the 5th land, we really don't have a chance. I mean, if we drew it, it's probably too late too, but if we drew it, I could get rid of one of their creatures. I can block and kill something. If they were just all out attacking, I could block and kill something. I could block something. They both live. It's not optimal. I mean, they should just attack, because just through attrition, they're going to come out on top, unless I can find something here. If they have a combat trick, even better. Oh, yeah, there you go. Good for them. That's going to be, what, 8 damage that gets through, and it's going to kill both our creatures. Yup, that's what it appears to be. Well, not too little too late, but yeah, I think no matter what we do, it's over, because they're getting by with 9 damage, regardless of how we play this. We get rid of a creature or put a blocker out. So, we're at 7. Yeah, GG's, there they go. You know what, though? Awesome games. Like, this deck, like I said at the beginning, I felt was very mediocre. I was going to say, what happened? I mean, you can see it. There you go. Yeah, 2 packs. That's right. That's what the payout was. I was thinking it was points, but this one's packs. Yeah, overall, I think that I'm very happy with that deck, the way things went. I felt like our seat in the draft wasn't super great, especially pack 1. Felt a little bit squandered when we went into the blue, and then kind of things turned around in pack 2. But I do like that, because I do think that showed that we were nimble in our drafting, that we were able to shift over and not stick on a color that wasn't getting anything good towards us. So I think we played that really well. I think we ended up with a middle-of-the-road deck, but I think we played the deck well. I think we did good in Game 1 and Game 2. We just came up against a great deck in Game 3, and then we had them all into 5-2. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm real happy with those results, though. I think that was a lot of fun. So, and I had fun with the deck. That's what's important. And I'm looking forward to playing again. Got 2 packs, and I have more packs too, so I'll be able to play some more free games or for 1 ticket or whatever. So that's pretty awesome. So, hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you get a chance to play some Amonkhet yourself, whether it's hopefully in real life. Magic the Gathering Online is fun and all if you don't have another option at the time, but hopefully you'll get to play this weekend at your local game store. But hey, until next time, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.